I'm 97 years old. I've buried my wife. I've buried friendships I once thought were permanent. I've buried the younger version of myself, the one who ran after things that never truly mattered. And yet, I'm still here, standing on the edge of something I can't fully explain, not because the words don't exist, but because most people aren't ready to hear them. You think time is generous. You think it waits. You think urgency belongs to someone else. I used to think that too. I was told to wait until I was ready for this conversation. So I waited. I'm 97 now. I'm done waiting. Let me tell you something no one will say at your funeral. You wasted parts of your life. Not all of it, not on purpose, but you gave away massive, unrecoverable pieces of the only resource you can never replace: time. Your ordinary mornings, your quiet evenings, your slow Sundays spent worrying about Monday instead of actually living Sunday. I know, because I did the same. I was 34, sitting in a boardroom, arguing over details I no longer remember, trying to impress people whose names disappeared from my memory, while my wife put our children to bed alone. I believed I was building something important. In reality, I was burning something priceless. Here's the cruelest truth I've learned in nearly a century of living. You don't realize what you're destroying until all that's left is memory and regret. Let me tell you about a woman named Ruth. She lived next door to me for over 20 years. Brilliant, sharp, the kind of woman who could have led nations. She spent those years telling me about the book she would write someday, her life story. She had survived war, built a business from nothing, raised children alone. She had the story. She had the voice. She just kept waiting for the right time. After the kids grew up, after the grandkids got older, after she felt better, after spring. Ruth died at 84. The book was never written. Her stories died with her. Sitting at her funeral, I realized something terrifying. Later always feels safe, until it disappears without warning. Don't be Ruth. The conversation you're avoiding, the life you keep postponing, the version of yourself you keep promising you'll become someday. This moment, right now, is your Ruth moment. Because later is a thief, and it steals quietly while you make plans. Now, let me say something uncomfortable. Your ambition might be hurting you. Not because ambition is evil, it built the world, but because sometimes ambition is just fear wearing a professional outfit. Fear of being ordinary, fear of being forgotten, fear of slowing down and realizing you're unhappy. So you stay busy. You collect titles, possessions, and applause, and you call it success. But you never stop to ask the only question that matters. Is this what I truly wanted, or just what I was taught to chase? I chased status for decades. I thought it would fill something inside me. Then one night, alone in a hotel room after the biggest deal of my career, I called my wife. Just hearing her voice, just hello, made everything else feel small. She wasn't part of the journey. She was the destination. And I almost missed her. Not because I didn't love her, but because I treated love like it would survive on leftovers. It doesn't. The people you love are not paused waiting for you to be less busy. They are aging. They are adapting. They are learning how to live without you. And one day, you'll call the distance growing apart, when the truth is simpler. You weren't there. Don't let that be your story. Tonight, do something different. Put your phone in another room.
Sit with the person who matters most to you, or call them. Don't talk about schedules or problems. Ask them what scares them. Ask them what they dreamed of when they were younger. Ask what they wish you understood. Then listen. Not to fix, not to respond, just to know. Because here's the tragedy of being human. We live beside people for years without ever truly being with them. We are excellent at appearing connected and terrible at actually connecting. Busyness is not worth losing the people you love. I promise you, from 97 years of living, it is not worth it. Let me leave you with 3 shifts that change everything. First, shrink your timeline. Stop living for a future version of your life. Ask daily, what would make today meaningful, not productive? Second, let yourself be seen. Drop the armor. Vulnerability isn't weakness, it's the door to real connection. And third, choose presence over performance. Your legacy won't be what you owned. It will be whether you looked up when it mattered. Show up. That's the whole legacy. Everything else is noise. I'm 97 years old. Most of the people I loved are gone. And if I could grab my younger self by the collar, I'd tell him this: slow down. You're already in the good part. Stop waiting for life to begin. And now I'm telling you the same. The clock is running. Go be alive.